Good evening, welcome to the Fortnightly report. Today our special guest is Nebs. Welcome to the show.
Still on, Braz? How are you, brother?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, good, bro. That's good.
We're going to get into some questions. So, when's the first time you remember hearing rap music?
Man, first time I heard rap music was probably NWA, bro, back in primary school, when I was probably in about year 5. So back in probably 89 was the first time. 88 I reckon was the first time I heard rap music, NWA, and I didn't mind old Bobby Brown too. Bro, he's alright, man, you know what I mean?
Just hopping around and that?
Yeah, bro. He had that every little step and that. And yeah, NWA, bro, Easy was my favourite.
So at the time, did you even know what Aussie hip hop was, or was there any Aussie hip hop?
Nah, not at that time, nah.
And what's the first Aussie rapper? Did you get into rap before hearing Aussie hip hop, or was that something you discovered after?
Yeah, nah, I got into rap first,
Yeah.
like American hip hop, and then probably around, probably about 92, 93. That's when I started hearing a bit of Aussie stuff, you know what I mean?
And who were some of the people you were hearing?
There was Rebel Bass from Melbourne, 046, Death Wish Cast, and then there was a lot of boys that lived local around Toongabbie, where I was living, that we all sort of started rapping as well, so we sort of was doing our own style, you know what I mean?
So there's only a handful of cunts really doing it.
Yeah, fuck all cunts doing
And it was so hard to get heard back then because there was no internet.
Yeah.
There was the days before Facebook or MySpace even.
Yeah, true, man.
So it was nearly non-existent. So you started rapping first, and then you fell into the beats later.
Yeah, well, when I was about 14, me and a few mates at school, I used to play the bass guitar, and then we had a bit of a band going, and we used to do kind of like punk shit, and then rap as well, it was kind of like rock rap sort of shit.
Yeah.
And then, but I just couldn't handle working with people, other people that didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I had my own ideas, but these, my mates just didn't have the same vision. So I remember there was a keyboard player in the band, and I said, man, can I borrow your keyboard? And bro, I took it home in the school holidays and then just started making beats, bro, But it was the way I used to do it was I'd get a double tape deck, and I'd record a sound into the record side, like a metronome, something to follow, and then I'd record that on the record side, and then what I'd do, I'd add a sound over the side, and then what I'd do, I'd put the record side back into this tape deck, so there'd be the sound, and then whatever other sound I'd added on that side, then I'd hit record again, and I'd keep putting layers of sounds on, you know what I mean? Yeah. Until it eventually, I put the drums in last. Sometimes I put the drums first. And man, it used to take me hours, bro, you know what I mean? But I literally filled up like I've got a shoebox at my old man's house, like full of beat tapes, and they're all dated and that. They got like 95, 96,
Fucking good.
97, you know what I mean? And so I was doing it back then, and man, and then, yeah, well, I used to take like the beats over to just boys' houses, and we'd have a sesh and then throw the tape on, and we'd like plug the mic into the stereo, bro, and then we'd full on dead set just freestyle, for hours, man, and we'd tape it. Like I got a tape in there, bro, that's like got freestyles on it from 96, bro. My mate who's locked up at the moment, he raps on it, and he says Anzac Day 96, so that's like 19 years, bro, ago.
That's a long time ago, man.
Yeah,
Fucking
man.
hell.
So I've been doing it for ages.
So, was there any people in particular that you can remember that were making beats back then?
I knew a lot of. Oh yeah, I did. I knew my mate Perfexi. He knows, like, he used to know Death Wish Cast and that, like around that time. He used to have like a sampler keyboard, so I was sort of jealous of him because he could sample shit.
Yeah.
And man, that was one thing I couldn't do, bro. I couldn't sample because of my keyboard just wouldn't sample, bro. So everything I did, I had to play. And then, but what I did, I went through my mum's record collection, and it's like I would remember samples, and I'd leave a little mark on the record for when I actually do get a sampler to sample the shit. And I did. I didn't get a sampler probably till maybe, that was around, that would have been 96 I was doing that. So I didn't get a sampler till probably 2003, so it was like a long time after, but I still went back and sampled all them records,
Back in that day, was the sampler like a floppy disk drive one?
Yeah.
Is that what they were using?
Yeah, bro.
You know what? I think I've actually got the actual machine Death Wish Cast used to sample.
Oh, bullshit.
With a floppy disk, yeah, I got it, I think, through various sources, you know what I mean? Fell in my lap somehow.
Man.
But, yeah, so those samplers, they would have only sampled a couple seconds or something like that.
Yeah, because like, you always hear stories about, like, different techniques to get more samples, you know what I mean? Like, you'd speed up the sample so it only records this much, you know what I mean? But then you slow it down and it ends up
more seconds.
Yeah, you get more sample time, and it sounds crunchier and better too. Like,
producers were really doing it hard in the early days. Yeah?
Oh man, you just do whatever to make do, Like.
So the equipment you were using was just basically a tape recorder.
Yeah, bro, a keyboard and it's pretty much a double tape deck stereo with a mic input.
So you started doing rap. Your first rap was it Seba?
Actually, I rapped with Sam first.
Yeah.
Sam, well, I was rapping with the boys from Toonie, like when we used to freestyle and all that, but we never, like, I didn't take it anywhere. Like, I should have, but what happened was around 96, I sort of got really heavy into crime.
Yeah.
And then, so I sort of went in and out of jail around, from 98 till around 2003, I went in and out of jail a lot. Yeah. So I was only doing beats here and there. When I'd get out, like, I'd maybe make one beat here and there and then freestyle, and then I was just fucking around, bro. I wish I didn't sort of waste that time. Like, I wish I did something productive, but you know what I mean? Like,
you don't always see the benefits of doing something like that, and you go for the quick quick fix rather than.
Yeah, like, I was just caught up with the boys doing heaps of crime, bro.
Back then, did you think it would be possible to make money off rap?
Man, I kind of, you know how you see the rappers, like, with the money and the chains and bitches and that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, you do picture it, but you just sort of, I think,
bit of a dream.
Yeah, it's a bit of more like a dream. You think, nah, couldn't happen, you know.
Especially in Australia.
Yeah, especially here, bro. Like, far out. There's not enough people here, bro. You know what I mean?
So then you started taking shit a bit serious with that, then?
Yeah. Well, first it was I rapped with Sam because I got out of jail, and then we were working at the same joint, and then so we did a bit of shit. Like, we recorded with this other guy, Lex, who lives in Melbourne now, and he he does a lot of stuff with Taunts at the moment, like doing his mixes and that.
Yeah.
He's like a crazy mixer, man. Shout out to Lex. He's like hectic, bro. Like he gives me a run for my money with mixing and all that, man. Eh? So he used to record everything, and me and Sam we'd rap. We'd all rap, and we recorded a few tracks. We got a couple of tracks that I still got on my computer there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I did a little bit. We did a few shows and that, like around 2003, 2004. Like we were doing shows, and then what happened was he went to a different job, so then I didn't really see him that much anymore. So I was hanging out with this Samoan lad, Sefa. So we got together and we were Sefa and Nebs, and then we went in this Urban Star competition. It's kind of like Idol, like or X Factor, but it was like a urban one. You know what I mean? It was at the Collingwood Hotel in Liverpool. Do you remember that shit?
I think it rings a bell.
Yeah, bro. It was in 2006, bro. And it was like dead set the whole of Sydney. Like there was dancers, rappers, singers, everything, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And there was like literally hundreds of people, man. And they had like executives from like Sony there and all this shit. You know what I mean? They were trying to make a big deal out of it, and they go, "Oh, if you win, we'll record your single." You know what I mean? And then they'll even press it up. I think 1,500 copies or whatever of your single. And then so yeah, we ended up winning it, and then we won the shit out of the whole of Sydney, and then. But we did it all on my beats and that. And then we went to the studio to record the single, you know what I mean, with this fucking whack producer. And man, his beats were fucking shit, you know what I mean? Compared to mine, they were fucked. And then even like Sefa was going, like don't fuck it up, like don't say anything, you're gonna fuck us up, you're gonna blow our chance. And I said, nah, like it's all sweet. And even the singer, like Rat, the guy who's sung on a few of Cursa's tracks, even he was going, man, your beat's fucking heaps better than that guy, you know what I mean? But we recorded the wax single, and obviously it didn't go nowhere, you know what I mean? It was just all bullshit. And then we opened for the UMAs, like the first UMAs, I think it was, the one at Homebush 2006, and it was pretty mad. Like there was like heaps of there was a few Aussie rappers there. I think
it was a bit more urban back then. Like it was like you had your Jay Westers and
bro, he was there. Who else? Antidote was there. Fig Kid. Oh, I remember that cunt, Fig Kid. Fuck. And then
that's Lee Monroe now.
Aye. And then who else? Even Guy Sebastian was there, bro.
Yeah, in his early days.
Bro, we fucking taxed. They were giving out 3K Swiss fucking shoes.
Yeah.
But they had, for all the different artists, like they had the artist names, you know what I mean, on the shoe boxes. And we ended up taxing, I think it was Fast Crew's fucking shoes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taxed their shoes. I remember Rats going, man, we got the mad fucking shoes. I taxed like these Kangol hats and shit, you know what I mean? It was mad. It was a good night. But man, the fucking embarrassing, and Decepticons and Savage and all that.
Yeah.
We did a few shows with them. So
Scribe and that was big at the time.
Yeah, so. Scribe was big at the time. And
Aussie rap hadn't really blossomed yet.
It hadn't blossomed.
It was still fake American shit.
Yeah.
And New Zealand was getting more love than the Aussie rappers.
Yeah, it was, bro. Because that's what I mean. There was Fast Crew, Decepticons, all that Dawn Raid label was killing it. You know what I mean?
And that was at a time when it was dictated by what the TV and the radio showed more than what the internet was. The internet star wasn't born yet.
Nah.
I think MySpace was probably just
it was. We had a MySpace.
But there was no Facebook at the time.
Nah, it was,
So, well, that leads into the next thing. Well, how did you and Cursa meet after that?
Oh yeah, so yeah, so we did that shit with Sefer, and then, bro, I just didn't like the shit, you know what I mean? Because I remember even saying to Sam, oh, when I get my foot in the door, bro, you know what I mean? I'll bring his all in, and then Sam goes, man, I don't want to go through that door, you know what I mean? I couldn't work out, like I was thinking, man, what's he on about? This is a mad opportunity. But then it didn't take long, and then before I knew it, I thought, man, this shit's whack. Like the whole thing's whack.
There's that many people that make promises to you.
Oh, all the fucking time, bro. Can't talk shit. It's
Get your hopes up, and yeah, the industry's full of more snakes than fucking.
Bro, you best to just do your fucking own shit. You know what I mean? Be in control of your shit.
Well, it takes you to go through that shit to make you realise.
Yeah,
what
man.
it is. No one's gonna push your shit like you're gonna push it. You know?
Nah, that's it. And cunts they won't do something for fucking nothing, man. Like people just want money, you know what I mean? Or if they see something they can get money out of you, they might help you, know what I mean? They'll do some shit for you, but nothing's for free, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so the way I met Cursa was we were doing a That's Them show in the city. It was around 2008, and yeah, it was a pretty mad show.
Gaelic Club?
I think it was, might have been the Manning Bar, I think it might have been.
Yeah.
Manning Bar, or Herman's Bar maybe.
Yeah.
One of the two. And yeah, I remember like I was doing a piss, and then this lad comes in, bro, he's fucking selling mixtapes, you know what I mean? And he goes, oh, you're Nebs from That's Them, you do all the beats, right? And then...
So you met Cursa at the piss trough?
Yeah, bro, I was doing fucking piss, he comes cruising in, he's like, bro, you're fucking Nebs, you do all the beats for That's Them? And I said, yeah, man. And he goes, yeah, I'm selling this mixtape fucking straight out the gutter. And then he goes, man, I'll give you a copy. And I was like, yeah, sweet. So he gave me a copy. And then that night, on the way home, I was pretty tanked, but I listened to it. And man, I thought, yeah, like, it didn't blow my mind, but I was like, man, I can see potential in this guy, like, he's actually pretty good. Because, you know, I get shit given to me all the time, and bro, some of it's just throwaway shit.
You expect the worst when you get a CD handed to you.
Oh, big time, bro. Like, I didn't know him, like, you know what I mean? I met his boys and that, and yeah, like, I could tell, like, he was a decent bloke and that from the start, but then, yeah, bro, in the car, like, even my mate was going, yeah, nah, he's mad, because, like, he sort of took that angle of, sort of, instead of trying to be hard, sort of like...
Taking the piss.
Yeah, taking the piss out of himself and just being a bit more funny with it. And
he had a song, Getting Bashed by Lesbians or something like
that.
Was that the CD he gave you?
Yeah, that's on there, and he talks about just dissing people on Triple J, and yeah, my favourite one on there was For Real Bros. I don't know why. I think that's where I was with production. Yeah. At the time, it was like a Premiere style beat and just mad sort of multi rhymes and that.
Yeah.
So I really liked that, and but yeah, it took us a while to get shit going, because around that time I was working on Stay Up, so he was hitting me up like, oh, when can we get in the studio? And it took a while. Like I would have looked like I was dead set, like, holding out, you know what I mean, with the studio playing God. But eventually we did get together and we did make some stuff, like we didn't fuck around, we got straight into it. But it actually took, like I was telling you before, like it took probably about 3 years, bro, to develop the sound that we wanted for some reason. Like 2009-10, the Nebulizer came out 2011. So the first shit I was sending him was like sampled, raw sort of hip hop shit, you know what I mean? Like full with the swing and just full sampled production. And he did write some hectic songs, but then I started experimenting with 808 sort of drums and just more electronic production. And man, that, for some reason, when I'd hand him beats like that, I'd always get the best shit, and he used to like that shit the best. And so that was the angle we sort of went for, is like, just try fully new modern shit, you know what I mean? Instead of forget like trying to make it sound classic or raw, you know what I mean? This shit was like really fucking electronic, and not just that, like I tried to make it so it was like mad bass, sub bass, and just even like party shit, and just you could nearly even fucking, I don't know, just pump a party up and just shit like that, you know what I mean?
High energy, high tempo.
Yeah, like just all happening kind of shit. And yeah, man, and like, so around, like he was sort of building up his fan base. I think when the nebulizer dropped, bro, I think he honestly only had about 7,000 Facebook fans.
Yeah.
About 7,000, bro. And then it was around the time he battled 360, so that kind of helped build more hype. And man, we just dropped it, eh, bro? And I swear, lad, like that album, like killed it, bro. I tell you, like.
Just caught the wave and just like.
Yeah, bro. It's just gone bigger and bigger, man.
Especially with the sort of style that Cursa was doing, and it's labelled lad rap, but we'll get into that. But so a lot of people will stand offish probably within the Aussie hip hop scene, because I think they sort of.
Yeah, well, it was full, like, no one had really ever sort of full, oh, you know, we always wore Nautica and Polo and all that shit, like, before Curse, like, came out, but he sort of just went on with that whole persona, and then people started going, oh yeah, it's fucking lad rap, but really it's like, the whole thing, fucking lad,
it's come from searches.
It comes from searching. Like, there was no such thing as, oh, you're a lad. Like, no one back in the day, if you wore Nautica or Polo or Gant or Lacoste or whatever, you know what I mean?
You're a money maker.
Yeah, bro. It's like we went searching, made money, even racked that sort of clothes because it was the most expensive shit you could possibly get, you know what I mean? Like, that's all there was. It was like the full max expensive shit. And then, you know what I mean, you're a researcher, you weren't, like, there was no such thing as a lad, and the whole word lad
it comes from jail talk.
Yeah, it's come from the lingo. It's like, what are you doing, lad? Like,
yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? So it's come from the lingo, and then somehow it's twisted, and then, you know, Gronk's turned it into this thing where it's, oh, he's a lad, you know what I mean?
And it sort of fell into the graffiti category where it didn't originate from that.
Nah.
Maybe some of those people were doing graffiti or whatnot.
Oh, well, everyone would drop tags and do graffiti. Like, I don't know any searchers that didn't have a tag, you know what I mean? Like, everyone had a fucking tag.
It's like what rapping is today. Like, not many people rap, so they're doing graffiti sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's sort of the easiest thing, and, you know, especially all these people doing crimes and going to jail.
Yeah.
What are they going to be doing in their cell? Just fucking around, young cunts doing tags, this, that, and that. So, like, the first people that I seen wearing Nautica and that would fucking bank robbers and shit.
Yeah,
you know
bro,
I mean?
the banky boys and that.
Yeah, like I grew up around a lot of Fijians, and they were doing it.
Bro.
And they used to say, "What up, lad? What up, lad?" But lads didn't exist back then.
No, there wasn't such thing as a lad. And then around what, 2000? About 2002, 3.
It became mainstream.
Yeah, it's like if you were wearing like
10 years later.
Nautica and that, and a lot of people wanted to look like that, so they'd get their mum to buy, oh, can you get us Nautica, you know what I mean? And it's like,
and then at the markets and shit
bro.
like that.
And then it's like, now you're allowed if you wear that shit, but
they just destroyed the clothing, like.
Yeah, bro, like, I don't know.
I wear Nautica, but I hate the fucking term lad.
Yeah,
I wear it for different reasons, not.
No, I'm not a lad. I don't even. What's a fucking lad, really? Seriously, like, unless you're trying to say what a lad is, like a I don't know, a bogan or something. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, who cares? Like, fuck.
So that mainstream, like, appeal, it's sort of Cursa sort of tapped into that. It's not mainstream anyway, but like the lad culture. We hate the fucking word lad, but we'll just call it that for namesake. There was an audience that hadn't really been tapped into.
Yeah, man. It's like you found a lane for like just everybody who's like pretty much a down to earth sort of Aussie. You know what I mean? Started liking his shit, and then it's just gotten bigger, eh?
I felt like coming up in those days, the West never got respect. Maybe for two reasons. First of all, we probably go to their show and fuck shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a lot of the people from the city that probably were 9 to 5 people, this, that, didn't understand the street angle of the music. You know what I mean? So I think we had a lot of resistance in the early days. So we didn't get to, and until it was undeniable and Cursa tapped into it and then blew it up, now they got no choice, but they probably still hate it, but now they got no choice to respect it.
Yeah, that's right, because, well, you know, he's like killing it now, so, hey, it's like, what can you do?
Yeah, fucking oath. We'll get into some questions from the fans. Benny Brown said, would you and Sam considering adding one more rapper to your next album if you are working on another?
Oh, yeah, like, if they're full on kill it, you know what I mean? If they're killing it, I would.
So it could be an opening for a third member?
Yeah, why not?
Also, what album of Cursa's is your personal favourite?
Man, personal favourite, there's no rest for the sickest, I reckon, just because it was heaps moody, bro, and like,
Darker.
yeah, it was more darker and just very emotional, bro, and the beats are just suited as well, like, so it's just, yeah.
More personal.
Yeah, it's more personal and very lyrical. I think it's his most lyrical album, mate.
Yeah. Because the first one sort of opened the gate and let him just fucking let out all his frustrations or how hungry he was, and then he got time to relax, and then I'm going to go a bit into my life a bit, you know?
Yeah, bro.
And we probably gave people more than they expected, you know, because people hear the party tracks and they think.
Yeah, yeah, it was a bit more personal, a bit more serious, a bit more mature, I guess.
Bevan Booth said, will you and Sam do another That's Them album?
Yeah, fucking hope we are. We're gonna do, we're gonna bring out a new That's Them album next year.
Yeah.
But this year we're gonna drop a EP, probably with maybe 9 songs EP, like within, probably by around September. And then next year, sometime whenever we get the distro, like we'll probably just, that's when we'll bring out the album next year.
No. Darren Fagan said, does it actually cost 20k for beats if I ask you?
Oh, it depends, man, who it is, and it depends what sort of beat and what it's for. And then I like to do, I don't like just selling one beat. I like to do like either a project with somebody, or maybe a few beats in one go, like, you know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of just going, oh yeah, here's one beat, you know what I mean? But,
Yeah.
you know.
You need to do. I like to work with producers too, because you get a range and.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like you'll get a whole different sound working with a different producer, you know what I mean? Like,
That's right.
and you get a different vibe or whatever.
Nathan Guthrie said, what was it like growing up in Western Sydney? Do you think it had an influence on the beats you make today?
Oh yeah, like fully, bro. I reckon like my beats are hard, you know what I mean? Like they fucking walk over other cunts' beats, you know what I mean? It's like they're staunch, bro. So a lot of that comes from the shit that I've seen, you know what I mean? And the shit that I grew up with.
Adam Bent said, are there any rappers that you wouldn't make a beat for regardless how much they pay you?
Oh man, like yeah, like I'm not a hater or nothing, you know what I mean? Like, but there is like without mentioning any names, there is a lot of whack rappers, you know what I mean? But in saying that, there's a lot of good rappers, but there's a few people, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say.
Matua Santos said, beside underage gigs, what else do you do to give back to the youth?
Man, that's a good question, eh? I don't do fuck all. Man, I should probably do more, eh? But you know what I mean? Like, I remember me and my nephew back in 2004, and yeah, bro, we did our testimony, like sort of talked about just how we went from jail to doing songs, and like we've sort of got out of that fucking getting locked up all the time. So, you know, I've done that sort of shit, and I've done shows for free and shit, you know what I mean? Like, so I guess I've done a little bit, and I always, like, if I meet people, I just try and be positive and school them and that, like, on just being positive and just, you know. Don't be a negative.
I had the opportunity to go to the youth off the streets at Macquarie Fields a couple of weeks
Oh
ago.
yeah.
And I just went down there. I didn't know what I was doing. I just thought I'd go down there and did the same thing, you know, and just tell them how you can take the negative energy that you feel and like fuck the world and put it into something like music and it will create something positive.
Yeah, bro.
So
I know, it's mad. You can turn something you really love in doing into something, you know what I mean? Like, you can really turn nothing into something with music. It's mad.
Josh Atkinson said, Nebs, what was your favourite album to produce?
Man. I would say I had a lot of fun doing. Oh man, all of them, bro. It's hard to say. Like, I love doing the shit, bro. I get a kick out of the next thing. You know what I mean? I want to hear the next beat. Like, it's like every day I'll get over the last beat that I've made, and it's like, man, I want to hear the next one. You know, like. So, oh man, I enjoy it all. Like, this process has been very similar the whole time. Like, it's like I'll just make the beat, send it to Cursa or Sam, and then they'll write to it, and then come back, and then we'll get in the studio, and you know, we have fun there when we're recording it and shit, have a laugh and that, you know what I mean? And then when they go, I just sit there mixing the motherfucker, like, till it's perfect.
Bill Ward says, does it get frustrating producing so many beats for people instead of focusing on your own rap career, like that sound?
I don't know, yeah, it does a little bit. Like, I think that's why this year, you know, I've had Sam on hold, man. Like, I feel bad, like, because he's wanted to do shit for a while, and, you know, I've just been so busy, like, so, yeah, that's why this year I'm getting back into it, man. I wouldn't even mind actually doing a Nebs album, like a solo Nebs album.
Yeah.
Before, you know, just before I run out of time, bro. I'd rather do it now while I'm killing it, you know what I mean? Instead of waiting 5 years or whatever.
Jared Lambourne said, Nebs bro, what made you want to record music and who was your favourite rapper in Oz?
Man, what made me want to record music? I don't know, like, I guess I really had a thing for music since a young age, and I've always, like, even when I was a baby, bro, I used to fuck around and play the drums on the pots and pans and shit, you know what I mean? And then I always I remember I got like a CD player when they first fucking came out, and I always used to listen to my mum's records and shit, so I've always fucking loved music. And then, I don't know, bro, eventually I just got to the point where I wanted to make my own music, and then, yeah, bro, I just went from there.
He also wants to know who is your favourite rapper in Oz?
Oh, yeah. Probably me.
Fuck no.
Nah, but you're good too. I remember we said before when we lost that footage, I reckon Fort's one of the best in fucking Sydney for sure. And Cursa's up there, Sam's up there, you know what I mean? There's a few, I don't even mind Curvy.
Alright.
I reckon he's pretty hectic.
Yeah.
There's a few young boys coming up that are good, bro. He's one of them, man. I reckon he kills it.
It's only a matter of time before the next person comes up eventually.
Yeah, bro.
Kyle Buller said, Nebs, what's your other hobbies than rap?
Man, my family, bro. Well, that's not really a hobby, but
Keeps you busy.
Yeah, it keeps me busy, man. There's not much time left with all the music and then spending time with my missus and kids and that, you know what I mean?
Luke Cameron said, what's the best beat you've done for Cursa and what's it like working with him?
Shit, it's hard to say what's the best beat. I guess everyone's got different taste, like, and I guess everyone's taste changes over time, You never stay loving the same sort of, or some people do, but you know, taste can vary.
Yeah, you listen to it that much that you just need something new.
Yeah, bro. I guess It's Nothing is probably my favourite song off King. And just, yeah, working with Cursa's like funny, bro. We just have a mad laugh the whole time, It's funny shit.
Frank White said, MPC or machine or neither?
Man, oh, you can't go past NBC, but Machine's a beast too, bro. Probably Machine for me, bro.
Yeah.
I would go Machine.
Tom Porter said, how much bud do you go for a week?
Bro, I don't really smoke, man, to be honest. Like, I will, like, if I'm drinking or whatever, but I'm not a weed, like, I don't have a weed habit, you know what I mean? But, like, I won't say no to fucking a joint or whatever, you know what I mean? But, no, I don't smoke, man.
We'll see what we can do after this interview then.
Yeah, bro.
Justin Valone said, is that Ben's Neb, that's them account on Facebook really you?
Yes.
So that's your personal account?
Yeah.
Nathan Asani said, will you be doing any new shit with Fracture in the near future?
Yeah, fuck yeah. We're gonna probably... Oh, definitely, bro. I'm keen to fucking work with everybody, bro. You know what I mean? Not everybody, but you know what I mean? People doing shit.
Not gonna limit yourself.
Nah, man. Like, I like Fracture and all them boys. They kill it.
Brennan Lyle said, Nebs and Fortay, what 40 team do you go for?
Man, I go for Para, brothers.
Same, I go for Para.
Oh, well, there you go. We're the Para boys, bro. You know what I mean?
West Sydney, mate. You gotta go for the town that's nearest to wherever you live or born and that. And if
That's
you don't,
right.
you're a fake cunt.
Yeah,
like
fuck yeah.
cunts in New South Wales that go for Queensland but never fucking been to Queensland.
Nah,
He's the sad cunt.
that's whack, man.
Straight up.
Bro, I go for Para, and then my second fucking team is, you know, the Tigers, bro, because it's at Campbelltown. You know what I mean? That's my second team, but Para's my fucking team.
Yeah. If I had to, I'd maybe go Penrith because it's sort of halfway between Blacktown and...
Yeah, that's on your line there, so that's your next closest one. Yeah, bro.
Mitch Goodwin said, Nebs, do you remember the first beat you made and what you feel about it?
Man, the first beat... Fuck. I can remember the first beat tape that was on my mate's keyboard, and I literally played all the drums by hand. Like, I literally played the drums like that, like did the hi-hat and went, you know what I mean? And did it all by hand, and I'd have to play it for the whole length of the song, you know what I mean? From, 3-4 minutes fucking song, playing the drums the whole time by hand, you know? I can remember the first lot of beats, yeah, they're actually not bad, bro.
Ryan Mura said, what are your personal plans for your work? Like, apart from where you're at now, where do you see your music reaching?
Man, I really hope, like, to sort of do some shit down the track like M Phases is doing, where he's branched out with international artists and that. Like, it's just that I'm so tied up with what I do in Australia, plus I've got my family and that. It would be hard for me to go overseas, but that's something I'd love to do, man, is just work with international artists, bro.
Kaylin Carter said, is there any way I can get the G up? The download link doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, man, you have to just hit up Sam on Facebook, just inbox him, and don't quote me, but I think he has got copies, so just hit him up, and yeah, he's a pretty good bloke, he might send you a copy.
Christian FTS said, Nebs bro, talk us through the first time you smoked ganja.
Oh man, that was like when I was about probably 12. I remember like, we went and it was as simple as this, bro. We went and fucking got on, and then we fucking made a bong, and then we went up the park at Toonie Houses, and then we fucking had some cones, bro. And then I remember coming back, and my mum and that was there, man, and we couldn't stop cracking up, bro. That was my first experience of pot. I fucking laughed my head off, bro. You know what I mean?
Dayhan Freeman said, are you still popping pills with Cursa in the studio? Adam Spin said, NPC or native sounds machine. Sorry, where do you got that?
Oh man, he means Native Instruments.
Yeah, native sounds machine. Is that the
Oh
same?
yeah, Native Instruments machine, yeah. Yeah, they're machine, man. Machine kills it. Machine's a beast.
Chris Koff Herschel said, my question is, how did you and Fortay come up with your names?
Man, we used to get stoned and we'd say everyone's fucking name backwards, eh? So I used to hang with Daniel, he used to be called Leonard, and then Harry was Yar, and then Lars was Shroud, there was Jeff was Fedge, and then for some reason we couldn't say my nephew's name backwards, so he was Dibbledees, and then I was Neb. I was Neb, N-E-B, it was Neb first. And then when I used to write fucking Neb, but then I put the S on it, Nebs, and then it become Nebs after that. And then that I just kept it as a rap name.
And I got my name through one of my mate's older cousins. It was abbreviation of my last name, and he's Fortay. So when I started rapping, that's what everyone was calling me, and I just stuck. I didn't really mean nothing, but yeah, it's got meaning.
It does, bro. It's like you're a man of different fortes. Like, oh, that's your forte.
Yeah.
Fucking rapping is your forte. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I feel in the place.
Or it's a few things. It could be Panadine forte. You know what I mean? Hey.
It's got some meanings.
Yeah, bro.
Matthew Bowen said, if you could work with any rapper or artist in the world, past or present, who would it be?
I reckon, probably Biggie, bro.
Yeah.
He would have been a beast, man.
Yeah.
Biggie, yeah, I reckon that would be hectic working with him, bro.
Fucking hell. Matthew Daniels said, Nebs Beats, have you got any work planned for upcoming Australian or American artists? And how long have you been involved in the music industry?
Man, like if you've seen at the start of the interview, I've been doing shit since I've been making hip hop since 95, so
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years, bro.
Fucking hell.
That's fucking ages.
Right.
And yeah, no, I'll be always working on this shit. I'll be doing this shit for another fucking 20 years, man. So I'm always gonna be doing shit. You'll be hearing from me fucking in a few years, you know what I mean?
Gecko Wilkinson said, what was your craziest trip?
As in LSD,
I'm guessing.
man, that probably when I took two Superman back in that was probably around 95, and bro, I'll never do that shit again. Like, no.
It's dangerous, eh?
Oh, it was crazy, man. I've seen all sorts of shit. Purple sky and shit. Fucking mechanical fucking birds. It's like I seen the future, bro, eh? On that trip, eh? I really fucking did.
Scott Drager said, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time with music?
Man, I see myself with a couple of artists that I produced, a couple of albums that are just selling really good, and probably, probably doing the last album of That's Them in 5 years, and then, yeah, I'll just strictly stick to producing people, man, and keep making beats and just keep doing shit.
Last question from the fans. Leitch Michelinen said, when you and Cursa first met after you listened to his demo, could you feel that this was going to work from day one?
Yeah, I was confident in him, man. I just thought, I reckon this is gonna work for sure. That's the reason why I've spent so much time on him. Is because I had a feeling it was gonna kick off, you know what I mean? I knew it wasn't whack, I knew it was fucking good, it just needed some tweaking, and then once he found his full style and we found the sound that we were both happy with, I knew it was gonna kill it, but I didn't think it was gonna blow up to the extent that it has. I knew it was gonna blow up, but man, it's really fucking blown up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is mad.
That's good. Is there anything else you want to tell the fans about upcoming stuff you got in the works or anything like that?
Yeah, so we've got a That's Them EP coming out probably around September or October. So That's Them EP, and next year will be the That's Them album, and then just the Cursa stuff as usual, and I'll be probably working with a few younger rappers this year. You'll probably see a few younger upcoming boys drop on my beats and that. And bro, I'll just stay busy, man, and keep doing shit. But you know, just hit me up on the Instagram or Facebook if you want to know anything. You know what I mean? And then I'll.
And what is your Instagram and Facebook?
The Instagram is Nebs1 and the Facebook is Ben Nebs. That's them.
Yep.
So just hit us up, man. Just say hello or whatever, and then I'll talk some shit with them.
Good. Thanks for being a guest on the show.
No worries, brother.
Always a pleasure.
Fucking no.
That's the Fortnightly report for another evening. Thank you for tuning in.
Peace.